Understand that you no longer sleep if you lose sleep, not because of your own problems. It's the burden of a higher calling. And it is very difficult to be married to a person like that. Because when you are thinking you have 2 children, the reality is that you have thousands. So it doesn't matter how deep I'm going to go. Even if a child receives 1% of what I'm going to say, that 1% is enough. You see, the thing is, you never read the Bible with a questioning spirit. You read it with a religious spirit, so you don't get anything out of it. There is something deeper. There's more than what meets the eye when it comes to this world. You have to ask yourself, how is it possible that right now you would be here just to listen to me speak? Why me? Why not the next person? How is it perfectly designed in this way? How is it so that you think that I have the answer and the solution to your life? How have I infiltrated your life to such an extent that you think that I'm worthy to be listened to? Or could it be so that I've tapped into something that allows you to master this world? There are 4 things that I'm going to teach you today. And when you use these things, young and the old, you would realize that you would have tapped into a higher dimension in this life. Right? The first thing you require to master this world, the first thing that you require is exposure. The first thing is exposure. Understand that the Bible says, the entrance of thine word bringeth light. It bringeth understanding even unto the simple. Are you with me? So you then realize that something that I always teach people even in the mentorship class, information and knowledge is the internal eye that enables the external eye to see. I said information and knowledge is the internal eye that enables the external eye to see. Do you understand what this means? I'll give you an example. You stand, sir? So tell me this. When is the last time that you learned a new word? Even if you don't remember exactly, maybe this month, last week. Do you remember what word it was? All right, that's fine. Now, he learns a new word. Let's hear your name.
Brian.
So Brian learns a new word. And right now, Brian is representing so many of us here. In fact, all of us. So you learn that new word. Let's agree that for you to learn it on that day, that means you did not know it prior. Do you agree?
Yes.
Now tell me this. After you learned that word, all right? Remember, the word already existed, you didn't know it. But after you learned it, can you agree with me, or do you agree, that you started to hear that word more?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much. Information and knowledge is the internal eye that enables the external eye to see. Reason why you don't see is because you don't have knowledge. Are you hearing me? Have you ever noticed that you could be reading a magazine, or you could be on Instagram, Facebook, and you're scrolling through and you see a car that you like? Let's just say a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, all right? After you see that car in the magazine, on Instagram, now you begin to see it in the road. Do you think that it magically just appeared at that time? No, but information and knowledge is the external eye that enables, is the internal eye that enables the external eye to. So the first level, the first realm of mastering your world is exposure. I hope that you're now even catching on to the reason why we always encourage you to bring your little children here. I don't care if they can't understand every word that I'm saying. The first realm of mastering your world is exposure. Remember, the Bible says that the entrance of thine word, it bringeth light. Are you getting it? So when you have the word information in you, now you have light that enables you to see. Are we understanding this? So the problem that we have, and why a lot of people don't master their world, why you don't come into a position of mastering your career, why you don't come into a position of mastering your business, is because you are not exposed. But the reality is, the first realm of mastering your world does not require money. You understand right now there are people that are coming from the western side of this city. We're talking about Wesley, we're talking about Warren Park, we're talking about all those western suburbs. Right now I'm talking to the parents. Have you ever crossed over to take them to Borodale? Have you ever taken them to Borodale? To the nice houses? I'm not talking about going to eat at Sam Levy. I'm talking about just walking and you're seeing nice houses. Have you ever taken them there? If you don't afford to get on a plane, have you at least just drove to the airport for the sake of being there? Exposure does not require money. That is the first realm of mastering your world, because you can never aspire towards what you don't know.